Antarctica's sleeping giant, a volcanic apocalypse. What if the frozen continent, a symbol of pristine wilderness, held a catastrophic secret beneath its icy shell? A secret that, if unleashed, could reshape our world in unimaginable ways. Beneath the seemingly impenetrable ice sheet of Antarctica lies a geological reality that demands our urgent attention. A network of over 100 known volcanoes. These aren't just geological curiosities, they are potentially active agents of global change, slumbering giants that could awaken with devastating consequences. For decades, the scientific community has monitored these subglacial volcanoes, aware of their potential to disrupt the delicate balance of the Antarctic ecosystem and, by extension, the entire planet. This documentary aims to bring this critical issue to the forefront of public consciousness, fostering a deeper understanding of the risks we face. The West Antarctic Rift System, in particular, is a region of intense geological activity, characterized by a high concentration of volcanoes and geothermal vents. Studies of ice core samples and seismic data reveal a history of volcanic eruptions beneath the ice sheet, suggesting that these events are not merely hypothetical scenarios, but recurring phenomena. Imagine the unthinkable: a massive volcanic eruption erupting directly beneath the Antarctic ice. The immediate impact would be a surge of heat, instantly melting vast quantities of ice from the inside out. This would unleash a torrent of water into the ocean, a catastrophic influx that would trigger a rapid and unprecedented sea level rise. The eruption would not only melt the ice directly above the volcano, but also destabilize surrounding glaciers and ice shelves. The introduction of heat and meltwater at the base of these ice formations would weaken their structural integrity, leading to accelerated calving and disintegration. Coastal communities around the world would face an existential threat. Major cities like New York, Tokyo, and Amsterdam, already vulnerable to rising sea levels, would be submerged, displacing millions and causing trillions of dollars in damage. The economic and social consequences would be staggering. But the immediate flooding would only be the beginning of a much larger crisis. The eruption would unleash a chain reaction of environmental changes, each more devastating than the last. The volcanic eruption would inject massive amounts of ash and aerosols into the atmosphere, creating a global veil that would block sunlight and disrupt weather patterns. The southern hemisphere would be plunged into darkness, and temperatures would plummet. Volcanic ash consists of tiny particles of rock and glass that can remain suspended in the atmosphere for months or even years. These particles reflect sunlight back into space, reducing the amount of solar radiation that reaches the Earth's surface. This phenomenon, known as volcanic winter, can have a significant impact on global temperatures and precipitation patterns. Show global weather systems glitching, snowstorms in deserts, heat waves in winter zones, illustrating the unpredictable consequences. Agricultural systems would collapse as crops failed due to lack of sunlight and extreme weather conditions. Food shortages would become widespread, leading to social unrest and mass migrations. The delicate balance of the global ecosystem would be shattered. Visual animation showing the Antarctic ecosystem collapsing. The Antarctic ecosystem, already under stress from climate change, would be pushed to the brink of collapse. Ice shelf cracks would propagate rapidly, leading to the disintegration of vast areas of ice. Ocean currents would shift, disrupting marine ecosystems and impacting global weather patterns. The Antarctic ice sheet plays a crucial role in regulating global sea levels and ocean currents. The melting of the ice sheet would not only contribute to sea level rise, but also alter the salinity and temperature of the Southern Ocean, which in turn would affect ocean circulation patterns around the world. Visual animation showing the Earth from space, one glowing red plume piercing white Antarctica. Flooded continents shimmer beneath heavy clouds. One eruption, one forgotten volcano, and the balance of the planet shifts forever. The consequences would be felt across the globe, impacting every aspect of human life and the natural world. Climate scientists are actively researching the potential impact of subglacial volcanic eruptions on the Antarctic ice sheet and global climate. Key research questions include: how frequently do these eruptions occur? What is the magnitude of their impact on ice melt and sea level rise? And how can we better predict and prepare for future eruptions? This documentary serves as a call to action, urging governments, scientists, and the public to prioritize research into Antarctic volcanism and to develop strategies for mitigating the potential risks. We must act now to protect ourselves from this hidden threat. If Antarctica exploded from beneath, would you evacuate your city? Could the world handle another global sea level event? These are not hypothetical questions. They are urgent considerations that demand our attention. Comment below, where would you go if the oceans rose overnight? Share your thoughts and concerns about this potential threat. This is not a matter to be taken lightly. The fate of our planet may depend on our ability to understand and address the risks posed by Antarctica's sleeping giants. Visual: Earth from space. One glowing red plume piercing white Antarctica. Flooded continents shimmer beneath heavy clouds. One eruption, one forgotten volcano, and the balance of the planet shifts forever. The future of our world hangs in the balance. Subscribe to TrendFacts Apocalypse and explore what happens when fire meets ice. Learn more about the science behind this potential catastrophe and discover what you can do to help protect our planet. Share this video with your friends and family to raise awareness about this critical issue. Together, we can make a difference. The information presented in this documentary is based on the best available scientific evidence. However, the study of Antarctic volcanism is an ongoing process, and there are still many uncertainties. It is crucial that we continue to invest in research and monitoring efforts to improve our understanding of this complex phenomenon. This documentary is intended to inform and educate the public about the potential risks posed by Antarctic volcanism. It is not intended to cause panic or alarm. However, it is important that we are aware of the challenges we face and that we take steps to mitigate the risks. For climate scientists and geography students, we encourage you to delve deeper into the scientific literature on Antarctic volcanism. Explore the research papers, data sets, and models that are being used to study this phenomenon. Engage in discussions with your colleagues and mentors to share your insights and perspectives. The future of our planet depends on our ability to understand and address the challenges we face. Let us work together to protect our world from the potential consequences of Antarctica's sleeping giants. Subscribe to TrendFacts Apocalypse and explore what happens when fire meets ice. The Antarctic Treaty System, established in 1959, provides a framework for international cooperation in Antarctica. The treaty promotes scientific research and environmental protection, and it prohibits military activities and mineral exploitation. The treaty is a crucial instrument for ensuring the long-term sustainability of the Antarctic environment. The challenges posed by Antarctic volcanism require a global response. International cooperation is essential for monitoring volcanic activity, conducting research, and developing strategies for mitigating the potential risks. We must work together to protect this fragile and important region of our planet. For climate scientists and geography students, we encourage you to explore the role of the Antarctic Treaty System in protecting the Antarctic environment. Investigate the challenges and opportunities for international cooperation in this region. Engage in discussions with policymakers and stakeholders to advocate for policies that promote sustainable development and environmental protection. The future of our planet depends on our ability to work together to address the challenges we face. Let us embrace our shared responsibility to protect the Antarctic environment and to ensure a sustainable future for all. Subscribe to TrendFacts Apocalypse and explore what happens when fire meets ice. Some may argue that the risk of a massive volcanic eruption in Antarctica is low. and that we should focus our attention on more immediate threats. However, the potential consequences of such an eruption are so catastrophic that we cannot afford to ignore the risk. Prudence dictates that we take proactive steps to understand and mitigate this potential threat. Preparedness is key to mitigating the potential impacts of a volcanic eruption in Antarctica. This includes developing early warning systems, conducting risk assessments, and implementing emergency response plans. We must be prepared to act quickly and effectively in the event of an eruption. For climate scientists and geography students, we encourage you to critically evaluate the scientific evidence on Antarctic volcanism. Consider the uncertainties and limitations of the data, and develop your own informed opinions on the risks and potential consequences. Engage in constructive dialogue with your peers and mentors to refine your understanding of this complex issue. The future of our planet depends on our ability to think critically, act responsibly, and work together to address the challenges we face. Let us embrace our shared responsibility to protect the Antarctic environment and to ensure a sustainable future for all. Subscribe to TrendFacts Apocalypse and explore what happens when fire meets ice.